Hi everyone, welcome to the Wednesday edition of Source 16 News. I'm Eddie Owen. Thanks for joining us. Topping our news, a former Christian County Jail bookkeeper who is facing multiple felony theft charges appeared in Christian County Circuit Court this afternoon. Judge Andrew Self set a pretrial conference for 49-year-old Honey Darlene Summers for May 18th at 1:30 p.m. After the hearing, Summers had no comment to the media other than briefly mentioning her supporters.
They're my rock, my mom, and my best friend.
According to her indictment, Summers allegedly stole over $40,000 between 2004 and 2007 while she was employed as the administrative assistant under former jailer and current sheriff Livy Level. As previously reported by Source 16 News, the 49-year-old was indicted by the Christian County Grand Jury on December 17, 2010, following a 3-year investigation by multiple law enforcement agencies after a 2008 state audit report revealed the funds were missing from a jail account. A Hopkinsville teen charged with murder appeared in Christian County Circuit Court this morning. 19-year-old Seth Wallen, otherwise known as Bubba, stood silently next to his public defender, Rick Bowling, as Judge John Atkins set a pretrial conference date for Wednesday morning, April 13th at 8:30. According to Hopkinsville police, Wallen reportedly confessed to shooting 38-year-old Corey Trice on October 9th around 4 o'clock that afternoon in front of the 1811 Oak Street residence and disposing of the murder weapon. In addition to murder, the 19-year-old is charged with tampering with physical evidence. Wallen remains lodged in the Christian County Jail without bond. Meanwhile, in another Christian County Circuit Court case, public defender Rick Bowling entered a not guilty plea for his client, 21-year-old Shalisha Settles of Hopkinsville, who did not appear in court today. Judge John Atkins then continued her case for Wednesday morning, April 13th at 8:30, and also set the arraignment of her co-defendant, Tiara Harris of Hopkinsville, for the same day. As previously reported, the two women were indicted by the Christian County Grand Jury last week for allegedly shooting and robbing 39-year-old Antonio Burris at his Laurel Cove apartment May 22nd of last year. According to their indictments, Settles of Poplar Street and 21-year-old Tiara Harris of Whitney Street were armed with a handgun and box cutter when they unlawfully entered the 39-year-old's apartment. Burris reportedly suffered 2 gunshot wounds, one in his right leg, another in his groin. Settles remains lodged in Christian County Jail on a $25,000 bond, while Harris was released from jail February 3rd on a surety bond. Well, the graduation bill has passed the Kentucky House of Representatives for the 3rd time. In a statement from Governor Steve Beshear, he commended legislators for passing the bill with overwhelming support and understanding the importance of putting children first. He went on to say that students who drop out tend to earn thousands of dollars less annually than high school graduates and tend to rely on more social services. Beshear adds that this bill will help students thrive and also help build a better educated workforce. The governor says it is time for the Senate to give this bill a fair hearing and an up or down vote. Well, children are often silent victims of all types of abuse, and it takes a team of professionals to help treat them. The Pennyrile Children's Advocacy Center in Hopkinsville recently joined the Hopkinsville Christian County Chamber of Commerce and held their ribbon cutting earlier today. The center offers a number of professionals for victims of abuse.
We have a forensic interviewer with several people that are trained to be forensic interviewers. They come in and they interview the child, then from there we may have a medical examination, which is given by a doctor, and that's also specialized training as well. And then from there we have therapists on staff that will assess the child to see if further mental health services are needed.
The center, which is supported by the United Way, also provides support during court hearings and the legal system programs for non-offending family members. The center, located at 409 East 7th Street downtown, has been open since 2002. A bus loaded with Head Start students was involved in a wreck in Mayfield Monday afternoon. Mayfield police reported today the collision occurred around 3:30 at the intersection of Brand Street and Bacchusburg. The bus driver, Millicent Adams, reportedly told police that she was at the stop sign on Brand Street when a vehicle turned onto the street and slightly hit the school bus, loaded with 12 Head Start students on the driver's side. Fortunately, police report no one was injured in the accident. Mayfield Mayor Teresa Cantrell is asking residents to roll up their sleeves and paint the town. Cantrell is holding a public interest meeting at City Hall tomorrow night at 5 o'clock for anyone interested in a preservation, beautification, and economic development project called Let's Paint the Town. Princeton resident Samuel Koltinsky is the creator of this revitalization effort that has been successful in Princeton and in Fulton. Cantrell says programs like these have been transforming downtowns across the nation. Again, the Let's Paint the Town public interest meeting will be tomorrow night at 5 o'clock at Mayfield City Hall. A group of Todd County Central High School students won an award for creating a public service announcement. The Kentucky Office of Highway Safety recently awarded the group for their PSA entitled 2 Seconds.
2 seconds. 2 seconds is all it took, and those 2 seconds changed my life forever. I was distracted from having a conversation with my little brother. From 2 seconds of distracted driving to 2% chance of life. My seatbelt kept me and my brother from being tossed out from the vehicle. The seatbelt was the only thing standing between us and death. This is how I realized that distracted driving is deadly driving. Drive smart.
The agency asked students to create a 30-second PSA about the risk of distracted driving and prevention strategies. The Todd County Central High School video was selected as one of the top 3 entries and won by online votes from the public. The video was shown last week at the girls' Sweet 16 basketball tournament and will air at the boys' tournament this week, as well as during National Distracted Driving Awareness Month in April. A 45-year-old Hopkinsville man is facing a slew of charges after he allegedly stole a truck, crashed into a patrol car, and then led police on a chase on city streets last night. Around 8 o'clock, Hopkinsville police report Douglas Scott Wells was driving east on East 2nd Street when he ran a stop sign at South Virginia Street and crashed into a patrol car. The officer initiated his emergency lights and siren and pursued Wells on several streets until Wells reportedly stopped at the dead end of Thompson Street after he drove up in a yard and smashed into another vehicle parked next to 316 Thompson Street. Police say Wells then got out of the vehicle and fled on foot, but was found by a canine beside the home, where he reportedly reeked of alcohol and resisted arrest. While at the emergency room at Jenny Stewart Medical Center, police report Wells continuously cursed loudly at officers. Police say the owner of the truck then called to report his vehicle had been stolen, as well as his cell phone, which was also found on Wells. Wells was lodged in the Christian County Jail on numerous charges, including leaving the scene of an accident, first-degree fleeing, evading police, resisting arrest, receiving stolen property over $500, less than $10,000, criminal mischief, and driving under the influence of alcohol. Well, you've heard the expression, go fly a kite. Well, this weekend, that's exactly what some area residents will be doing at a local park. The Hopkinsville Parks and Recreation Division is holding the 2nd annual Kite Fest this Saturday at 1 o'clock at the DeBow Recreational Complex on North Drive. Heather Campbell with the Division of Parks and Recreation says it doesn't matter what age you are, everyone enjoys flying a kite.
And we just like to try to get out there and see what people enjoy and try to hit everybody in the community so that everybody can come out and have fun. And I don't care if you're young or old, you like flying a kite, so it seemed like a neat thing to do for everyone.
Campbell also encourages everyone to pre-register because they will be offering a variety of prizes.
Everybody that calls me at the rec department at 887-4290 gets entered in the pre-registration drawing, and that day we'll have all of those names in a hat and we'll pick out the winner, and they get a kite that's valued at over $100. And then also that day we're going to be giving out prizes for the youngest and the oldest flyer that we have there.
Again, the Kite Fest is this Saturday at DeBow Recreational Complex on North Drive at 1 o'clock. Well, now it's time for Hopkinsville Christian County Crime Stoppers Coordinator Paul Ray. It's this featured Fugitives of the Week.
This week, Hopkinsville Police need your help locating 2 wanted fugitives. Police are looking for 29-year-old Isaac Elias Dodd, who's wanted for failure to appear on felony charges. Dodd is a white male who stands 5 feet, 8 inches tall, and weighs 140 pounds. His last known address was the 1600 block of South Main Street. Police are also looking for 28-year-old James Henry Bryson, who's wanted for contempt of court. Bryson is a black male who stands 5 feet, 11 inches tall, and weighs 145 pounds. His last known address was the 2800 block of Greenville Road.
If you know where police can locate these wanted fugitives, and we've got cash waiting for you. Pick up your phone now and call our tips line at 887-TIPS. If your information leads to an arrest, Crime Stoppers will pay you a cash reward. And remember, we will never ask your name, and you will not have to appear in court. With this week's Fugitive of the Week, I'm Officer Paul Ray for Crime Stoppers.
Tonight's Powerball jackpot is $67 million. Friday's Mega Millions jackpot is $201 million.